What is important is what's happening with the markets. We are at the day's low. We have Deven Choksey, Managing Director of DRChoksey Investment Managers, joining in. Deven, welcome to the show. Always a pleasure to speak to you on NDTV. Hiral on this side. What are you picking up? I mean, currently the direction is absolutely on the downside. We've broken that 25,900, I would say, on Nifty 50. And the pressure continues, a sea of red across. What are you picking up?
Yeah, Hiral, good afternoon. Well, I think distress is happening right now. Distress selling is happening right now for two reasons. Maybe the FPIs who are leverage funds who are traded in the market, they are unwinding the long positions continuously, largely because of the year-end factor to clean the books up and maybe I think wait for the rate cut to happen to again re-enter with the leverage position. So that is the first point, I think, which is continuously affecting the broader line markets, I think the large cap ones particularly. The mid caps and the small caps and micro caps, I think they are completely hammered largely because of the fact that huge amount of pressure on the justification of the valuation at the investment committee levels in various funds. Because most of the stocks, I think, which have gained the higher amount of valuation, largely under the momentum-driven approach, I think that is not anymore found over there. The fact that those funds are basically, I think, now being diverted, available funds in the mutual fund kitty, now basically being diverted to IPOs, which are also, I think, creating significant amount of pressure. So instead of managing the existing portfolio stocks, which are bought at a higher valuation, they are now giving in and they are basically, I think, buying with that fund, the IPOs. So both these things are compounding, and the compounded effect actually, I think, is being seen right now. So I guess I think it's a pressure more on the technical side of the market than anything to do with the fundamentals. Fundamentals, I must say, I think remains absolutely strong and convincing and promises to remain so for next 4 to 6 quarters as I see it.
Sharad, here largely we see the options market is also kind of changing a lot, and F&O changes have happened. Look at this, look at the open interest distribution. The significant call writing is also coming in, looking at the options data, but a big technical reversal coming in. Is this overhang coming in because on Wednesday the US trade reps are also coming to India, but till now the market has not got any positive cue coming in for the completion of US-India trade deal. So how are you looking at that? Because December month itself, there is no trigger left.
Yeah, you are right. I think we all are expecting a positive to come out from the US-India deal. And I guess I think justifiably so. However, how much it would be and what exactly would be the positive impact on that, I think is difficult to quantify at this point of time. In my viewpoint, I think the rupee's direction beyond 90 is threatening many of the traders, and that is where probably I think the pressure is acute. If the rupee shows signs to recover back to 87, 88 levels, then possibly I think this pressure selling will stop in my viewpoint. But it is long if in between, I think so. I don't think that I think immediately one has an answer to this question. But I believe that I think largely the market will reconcile at some point of time because the fundamentals remain absolutely strong, and the larger funds who are having the SIPs to count on are basically investing into some of the quality fundamental stocks as against buying the momentum-driven mid-cap and small-cap stocks.
Deven, then my question coming to you is, fundamentals are strong. This is a technical sell-off. Would you use this opportunity to accumulate? And if so, what would your bets be?
Yes, certainly. I think some of the large caps remain absolutely convincing. In fact, I think if I may not be wrong, if I summarize in saying that coming next 6 months would be the months in which most of the large cap companies will unlock the values which they have built into their companies. We are recently seeing the ICICI fielding the IPO for insurance company. They are all trying to unlock the values. I think similar kind of a situation could happen with Adani Group. It could happen with Reliance. They have indicated already that Jio platform is going to go public. So in my viewpoint, I think currently the opportunity is definitely there in those large caps where they are likely to unlock the value in next 6 months, 9 months from here on. And that's where probably I think you should be selectively buying them into the portfolio in corrected markets.
Okay, so that's going to be interesting to watch out for. But thank you, Deven, for a quick conversation right now, because this actually tells you the story of what's happening with the markets and why we're seeing this kind of a sell-off. Because clearly, fundamentals seem to be pretty strong right now. It is a tactical sell-off. FIs are actually squaring off their positions as well when it comes to the month of December. Secondly, the support that it needs from the rupee is something which is missing slightly right now as well. And with the IPOs that are coming up, there are funds which have been blocked in the primary market. So from secondary to primary market, that's the movement that could be happening as well.